Hey guys, it's been a while since I've done an update, and this is going to be quick, short and sweet. I literally have my pajamas on, and I threw my husband's hoodie on over it because I had to go get something out of the car. Um, Also, my baby is sleeping, and he will probably be up any minute. I'm pushing it for time 2:15. He fell asleep like 11:45, I think. So he's had a good nap, but he woke up at 4:30 this morning. So okay, I need to speak up. I know I always talk quietly when he's sleeping. I just want to get on here because I had a realization in the last week or so that I don't think my husband and I have talked about on the podcast, and I feel like this more relates to maybe I don't know if men feel this way or not, but so I clearly have been gaining weight. I mean, I can tell just right there by that. And I haven't washed my hair today, and I'm not going to because I love dry shampoo. I just haven't put the dry shampoo in yet. All that to say, take me as I am. I can't get over how different my face looks in the camera. It's so weird. What is that shadow? I don't know. It's weird how there's a shadow on my forehead when there's a light and nothing in between me. Oh, maybe is that better? I don't know. Just not used to my face in the camera. It's so weird. Okay, so I'm gonna stop looking at my face. Go look at the camera. I just had this epiphany last night in yoga that was like, I just need to not look at myself in the mirror, because I look at myself in the mirror and then I get frustrated. But if I am honest with myself and the way I feel in my body, I feel good. Like, yeah, I would rather not have a little belly that it's not really little. But I would rather not have, certain things like that. But right now, on this journey, just the fact that I'm healing my relationship with food, which I don't think I've talked about on here yet. I did not know I had orthorexia, and if you don't know what orthorexia is, I highly recommend you look it up. It's a eating disorder that is not talked about. I'd never heard of it before, and I thought I was up and up on all the eating disorders. I don't think I've talked about it on here, but it's severely restricting food in the name of diet, like for basically paleo, keto, any of that, which we've been doing for 4 years, is basically orthorexic. Like, y'all, I hadn't had a potato in 4 years because of the fear of carbs and that I would gain weight. So crazy. Mind you, yesterday I had cream of wheat for breakfast with toast, and I think for lunch I had pasta. I had spaghetti with just butter and garlic and Italian seasoning. It was so good. And I had peas. What else did I have? I had something else with it. I can't remember. Maybe that was, piece of toast, I think. And then for dinner, I had, mind you, we are running low on food because it's the day before payday. So it's like whatever's in the house, I'm just going to eat. I'm hungry. You can't really pick a lot. I had, for dinner, I had a sweet potato, a baked potato. Both of them were like tiny, so it was like, oh, I'll just have one of each. Plus, I wanted the baby to try both because, he's had sweet potato baby food, but he's only had sweet potato fries. I don't know if he's actually had a real sweet potato, so I wanted him to try it, and he just wasn't really a fan. But I had that. What else did I have? Oh, I can't remember. I just know it was all pasta or all carbs. Potato and pasta. I guess maybe that was what I had for lunch, was the potato pasta. Oh, and then last night for dinner I had a everything bagel with an egg, bacon, tater tots that my husband had made before he went to bed, and an egg, bacon, and cheese sandwich. I posted a picture on the Nom Nom Namaste Instagram, and it was pretty epic. It was literally amazing, and I was just like, oh, so good. So all that to say, I had carbs all day. And I used to not ever, like, literally on keto or whatever, you're supposed to have like 30 carbs a day. Y'all, I ate it. I didn't even think twice about it. I didn't look at the carb content. I wasn't worried about like, oh, I'm going to get fat or whatever. I have already come to the maybe understanding I have already become at peace with the fact that I am gaining weight and that I might gain more weight, and that these are healing pounds. And I know like people that are in a thin body or still stuck in diet culture will not understand that mindset. But if I have been depriving myself of stupid things like croutons, like, y'all, croutons are amazing. They make a salad so much better. I have not had croutons in years. Croutons is amazing. Kool-Aid is amazing. Drinks with sugar are amazing. I mean, I've had Diet Coke, unsweet tea, coffee with no sugar. What else? Water. For the last 5 years, that's all I've drank. So this journey, I've had orange juice, I've had coffee with sugary creamers, I've had, sugary Cokes that are not diet, and it's been amazing. And I feel like I'm healing myself from the inside out, and that eventually it's gonna taper off, and I'm gonna start. I've already started, y'all. One day last week I was craving salad, and I ate the whole pack. Binged on salad, which I have now learned in the intuitive eating world, you say I feasted because binging has such a negative connotation. And y'all, my bowl was so shallow that it was like, I'm gonna pour another bowl. Pour another bowl. 2.5 bowls and the bag was gone. It was a kale Asian slaw salad from Aldi. Oh my god, it was so good. Has like those little wonton crispy things in it. Oh my god, y'all, I could not eat those on keto, and it was so good. I think I had like a piece of toast, like full on two salads and a piece of toast. I've also been craving fruit. I got some grapefruit, and grapefruit is amazing. I missed having fruit, and I knew that when I was on keto, I didn't feel right about not eating fruit. I mean, we ate like berries and occasionally melon, and it's just so good to be eating fruit again. So I know that it's working. The process is working because I'm moving from craving all of the sweet things to like, oh wow, a salad sounds really good. Have you ever craved a salad? Because that's not something I've ever craved before. I always would just pick a salad because it was the right thing to do. So I'm loving this diet, or whatever, this way of life, not diet, because it feels like I'm a rebellion to the diet culture and what didn't work for me, and it didn't work for my husband. So we both kind of had a little panic the last week or so about like, oh god, we're gaining weight. Are we doing the wrong thing? And mind you, neither one of us have weighed. In fact, I'm super proud of him because he went to the doctor, and I was like, what are you gonna do? He said, I don't know. But I said, just tell him you don't want to be weighed and see what happens. And he did, y'all. I was so proud of him. He went to get flu tested because we all got the fucking flu. And he went to go step on the scale, or the lady said, oh, here's the scale, step on the scale, or whatever. And he said, yeah, I'd rather not. She didn't even bat an eye and just goes, okay, that's okay. And moved him right along to, I don't know what that is, makeup I didn't rub in, to the rest of the exam, because his weight has nothing to do with getting a flu test. So anyways, we are doing a podcast. It's called Namaste, Namaste, because he's a chef and I'm a yoga teacher, and so we just thought it was a fun, cute name. And we're loving talking about our journey. Obviously, we don't know anything. We're not professionals, but this is scary. Like, there's a difference between eating what you thought was healthy and working out like crazy and then still seeing the scale go up. It's so frustrating. That's literally my life for the last 10 years. To this, where I'm just eating for pleasure, basically. That's what you're supposed to do. Enjoying it. Noticing how my body feels. Noticing hunger better. Listening to my body. And then not feeling guilty. Yesterday, I had a donut. I had eaten, I can never remember the proper word for that, eaten lunch before I left to go drop off my son with my husband and to go to work. I teach like 4 hours of yoga on Wednesdays. And on the way there, I'm like, why am I hungry? I had a good lunch. And I guess it just wasn't enough. And so I knew there was a donut shop that had a fun name. It was called Status Dough instead of Status Quo. A little like trendy little donut shop. Mind you, it was $6 fucking for 2 donuts. I bought myself a chocolate one and my husband an apple fritter because he loves those. I was not expecting it to be $6 because, you know, at Kroger it's like 69 cents each. My hair is doing some weird stuff. I hope this is the thumbnail that YouTube comes up with, because whenever you post a video, they pick the thumbnail until you have a certain many like followers or subscribers or whatever, and then you can choose one of 3 thumbnails, and then of course when you get more followers you get more. I have 2 subscribers, so I don't get to pick the thumbnail. And you know it's hilarious? That shelf, there's a bunch of Axe body spray and shitty ass men's cologne. I was cleaning out my old teenager's room, who has since moved out. He's 19, and those were all in there. And I'm like, I tried to sell them on Facebook Marketplace. I can't even give them away for $5. Nobody wants. Who wants to smell like Axe? But all that to say, I'm super excited about this journey. I'm very enlightened to what it means to live in a larger body in this society. It's crazy. Like, I mean, I have been larger in the last 10 years, but most people will look at me and go, oh, well, you're not that big, or you don't look that heavy. People say that all the time, but I am considered morbidly obese. FYI, did you know the BMI was created by a mathematician, like however you say that, not a health professional, not a doctor. Like, it literally has no basis on how much muscle you have or your actual health. It's just a mathematical equation that doctors still follow. And it was created in 1830. Like, somewhere at some point, people need to revolt and say, I refuse to go by the BMI standards. Do you know Joe Rogan, the comedian, podcaster? He's either obese or morbidly obese because he's nothing but muscle. Like, how fucking stupid is that? Like, that BMI doesn't take into account to the fact that your body may have a lot more muscle than the average, which I know mine does not, but I'm just saying, you know, like, BMI is bullshit. But I have a bunch of other stuff I need to try to hurry up and do before the baby wakes up. So y'all, listen to our podcast and tell us what you think, and you can follow me on Instagram at _nom namaste. Bye. Oh, wait, I forgot. I wanted to talk about trolling people. There's literally a Reddit group where fat people, or people troll on fat people, larger bodied people. And I just got my first troll this morning on someone else's Instagram post, not even mine. I just went on there to agree with her and share a story, and some guy started like calling me, like, he said that I married my husband so that he could die and I can get the money. I'm like, that's an awful thing to accuse anyone of. But a bunch of people reported him, as did I, and he got restricted from Instagram. Yay for the fatties. But I am just becoming more aware of what it's like to be ridiculed and trolled and made fun of for being overweight. I literally have never, one time did someone really make a comment that I mean, I was large. I had just had a baby, and the guy didn't know that. He said, I was getting out of a van, in a town called Auburn, and he said, well, I guess you it must be a requirement to be obese to drive a minivan in Auburn. I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. And the dude was big himself. So it was just stupid. And of course I went and cried and cried and cried and cried and carried on. My ex-husband wanted to beat his ass, but he was already gone. And I worked out like crazy doing Cindy Crawford workout videos and tried to eat healthy and cried and cried and cried. It was awful, but I did lose the weight, so, but it wasn't, that had nothing to do with that guy. I was just miserable because the only thing that fit me were maternity clothes. This time around, I weighed a higher amount before I got pregnant, and so I'm already back to my pre-pregnant clothes. And actually, I even got smaller right before this. And of course, now I'm kind of pushing some clothes, but I'm lucky for me. I live in my yoga pants because I'm teaching yoga. I just cut down some of my days. I think I'm still teaching 4 days a week. Oh, no, wait. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Six days a week. So I'm still teaching a lot. So I'm literally living in comfy clothes. The only time I ever go anywhere in real clothes is to a doctor's appointment. Or maybe like a date or something with my husband. So I'm okay with just buying bigger clothes and being comfortable. And eventually I know the weight will go down. So, and even if it doesn't, I'm okay because I'm healing my relationship with food and I'm enjoying my life so much. So, okay, now I'm really leaving. Namaste.